Philadelphia. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Sanders.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
To throw is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference, the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On play action, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appeared...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Cousins on first down. can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins, and that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan.
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The end result, 21 yards.
Devontae Smith's workload certainly didn't get any lighter going from being a Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama to his first year with the Philadelphia Eagles. 104 targets as a rookie, and his 916 yards, they're the most for a Philly wideout since 2015. They go to him there for a first down.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cup 19.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down and 4, Hurts buying time to his left. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got Smith here.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Cousins again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll run. It's Sanders.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast into the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. It's caught. Smith.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn up. Pick up the
red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins goes right back to Smith again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They go play action. Cousins. And incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 25 yards that time.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Here's Sanders, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. Hurts
a handoff to Sanders.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
Sanders again. And good work there defensively, so able to keep him out of the end zone. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Smith. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Throwing, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, it's Cousins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Cousins now. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Here's Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.